Good evening and welcome again from the Schlossmuseum Linz. My name is Markus Reindl and tonight I will be talking to another artist featured in the current summer exhibition. Altogether more than 250 works in various disciplines like painting, photography, sculpture and video by 180 artists are currently on view on the ground floor of the Schlossmuseum. My guest tonight is Sabine Jelinek. Sabine is based in Linz and Vienna. She's teaching at Art University Linz and is represented in this exhibition with 3 photographs. I will now try to invite her in. Okay, can't see her here for now. I guess she will be here in a few moments, hopefully. You can see her works featured in this exhibition right here behind me. So this is the 3 photographs here. And we will be talking about them and more in a few moments, as soon as she's in here. So it's the first time I have troubles with inviting someone in, or at least maybe she hasn't joined yet. Yeah, Sabine, if you're around. And in the meantime, if you already have some questions, please type them in here and I'll try to answer them already. Okay. We will see if she can join us, hopefully soon. I already see some people in here join us, which I at least by name know from the last few streams. And I'll try with the search. Not for now. Okay. Sorry for that. That's the first time I'm experiencing any troubles here. Maybe she'll be here in a few moments. Sabine, where are you? I'm waiting for you. Okay. Yeah, as already mentioned, if you already have some questions for me, just type them in here or just say hello. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, I have a question which Sabine is here. I'm saved. And Johannes, we will come to your question. Hi, Sabine.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure.
So, okay, let's start right here. So, Sabine, where are you speaking from? Where are you right now?
I'm in my studio in Vienna.
Okay, I can see it from behind you, so maybe we can talk about your studio later. But let's start by talking about your work in the summer exhibition, because we already had one question about that in the comments. It's a series of photos with the title Sternengartenparadies. And for me, contrary to the title, the photos feel a bit dark and dystopian. How did they come about? And why do I feel like they are dark? Are they dark in your opinion, or do I really understand them wrong?
No, you don't. It's actually 3 of the real paradise photos. So it's a combination of 6 ones, and in the show are 3. 3 are missing, okay, which show an actual paradise situation on an Asian island, like Thomas Struth photo, you know, the Paradise series, and they were combined with these ones, and they, I made them during the Corona shutdown. In this period, I made this photo series. So shortly before the shutdown happened, I happened to be in Thailand, so I had these photographs, and then I made others, and I combined them, and I think that at this time felt like we had to go in an inner paradise. We all had to go inside, look inside, and I think this is what they showed. I mean, I sometimes very late went outside, and I found this outdoor space where you actually, what do you call eine Sternen, what do you call it? It's an outdoor observatory. It's very simple, and it's like a park. So these things you see, they are in the background, this on the top. It's actually something when you look through it and the sun shines or the moon shines through, you can see positions of the stars.
Yeah.
So this walk out to this outdoor observatory, it helped me in this period, which was kind of dark.
Yeah, it was definitely it was, not only for you.
Yeah, and so I was thinking, and I found these other things. They're like UFO, like maybe I was thinking, will someone come and save our planet? Will someone find us and help us? And the third photograph is like a spot where someone could land. We actually, it's like a mark, but it was burned. Someone made a fireplace there. I don't know. It was interesting, the situation. Yeah, and in the same time, we had on TV actually the whole time these images of Australia burning totally down to the ground. So I was thinking, fire rules paradise at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a very, very personal view actually from your time during the COVID-19 lockdown, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe let's jump to that, the COVID-19 lockdown and how it affected your work. So did it influence you more? So this is the creative part, but whereas did you plan any exhibitions that didn't come about or any other projects?
Yes, of course. As you know, artists have always something going in their minds, and planning exhibitions, and I had this exhibition which was planned since 2018 when I was in our artist residency in Paris, and it was with 3 others, and it was about Paris, and it was called I Haven't Been to Paris in 1952, and it was about time travel. So we had a book from that time which showed Paris in that time, and we made works. Everybody's worked on a matter of this book and worked in the present about it, what's going on in Paris. And it was good to make the show happen. Finally, in July, we had to postpone 2 times. And every one of us made much more work. In the beginning, we thought we couldn't fill the room. Do we have enough? And then we made it because we had to postpone.
So again, a very creative time for you and your colleagues here.
Yeah, it was actually the best. It was like being in residency in my hometown. And the others said that too. It was very, very creative, and it was actually fantastic to work.
That's so nice. That's so nice, really. I like that positive view and aspect. You're also teaching at art university. So how did the lockdown influence your teaching? I guess you went online, or what did you do?
Partly, I work very. My teaching practice is very practical, so I couldn't do that. So we planned a lot and discussed a lot, and then the first moment we could meet, it was allowed together and to actually work on our ideas. I met the students one after the other. It took much more time, but it was a little bit frustrating. I could hear from the students it was frustrating for them just to talk, and of course they did their things, but to come together and to see what the others do on the same subject and the subject this year was nature. So it was good. They went out a bit and they worked, but then you have to meet and to talk about it, and they missed it a lot. And
Sure.
so online meetings were good. It's possible to do, but then you have to actually get together and translate, transform.
This get together didn't happen last semester, or did you at the end have the possibility?
In the end, we extended until July. So this year we have just 1 month in August where we don't work. We start in September and we extended July, so there was the possibility for the students.
Yeah, okay. I think it will be very hard especially for the students, because they only have that one time in their lives being students, and especially nowadays all want or need to go through the studies rather quick, so they are losing kind of a semester or maybe even a year. At least it could happen.
Yeah, it's interesting. I have this my research topic is photography. Well, that's what I teach, and it's experimental photography, very much analog. And I'm working on a PhD. I actually started a PhD, and everybody was going like, "Oh, you have so much time to read and doing research and blah blah blah," and it was really difficult to concentrate. It's for me also the same as I'm a student now, PhD student, to don't have meet the others, see the others, have discourse, with each other, with others. Only being with yourself and alone with your thoughts wasn't so helpful.
You mentioned analog photography here, and we also have photographs by you here in the exhibition, but actually you started painting, and maybe we can jump to that, and maybe you can tell us about your view on the relationship between painting and photography, and how you actually combine both, if you even do.
I don't really. I wouldn't say it. I combine it. Okay, it's more that in a way, like the work of Wolfgang Tillmans is. He has these photographs, very malerisch. I don't know what the English expression. Actually, I don't know. His view, the way he looks at things.
Yeah, sure.
And then he has also these very abstract works, which are like he brings to light. He tries to find out what is inside the emulsion, and it's very much ductus in it. So this is somewhere going towards painting then, but it is not, of course. And if I work, for example, with these photograms. Let's see here, and you cannot, like in painting, maybe you cannot control so good. You know some things, how the light comes. So I work just with the emulsion, and then with sunlight and with my material, and I want to expose, and there you have not so much control, and maybe it's that what I like to find or to do and to work with. To have the control moment can be a little bit loose.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That makes perfect sense for me, and it actually is even closer to this is photography actually even closer to painting than I expected. So it's really kind of combined aspects of both for me. At least that's how I see it here. Maybe you want to show us more from your studio as we are already around. Well,
yeah, these fabrics I showed to you, I started to work with because I like the idea that it's not so flat. It's more flexible. And then this is from my last exhibition, so it's a negative and positive exposure. It's not so much with other material like here, like the photograms. And then I started to how I'm gonna show them, how I'm gonna present them, and then I thought I don't like it to show it flat again, because it's flexible. And then I started to show it this way, and and not only on the wall, also in the room, so you could actually walk around. And what interested me about it, I started to work with this idea from 2017 on, and to work on the topic about the fold, because it's interesting for me that you can show and hide things. There's always stays a secret. Yeah, that's what I think is interesting. If you just show straight away, I'm not such a fan of that, so just show straight. Like in the background, the photographs with the green, there's also a photograph that hides the actual view on the landscape. And I like it to make you think what's hidden, and to start to think, I don't know, get into your own thoughts. I don't want to explain to you how you should look on things.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Let's maybe wind a bit back to the beginning. So how did you actually start making art? How did you find your style that you clearly have now?
It's interesting. How did you start? Yeah, I think that's one of our I think artists, as an artist, I was sick of thinking, actually I could try, maybe you could do this or that, or try to do something. I just started to do the things. Like, for example, in New York, I happened to be in a residency in New York, and was there at 9/11, which was a really hard time to work artistically. Was not so nice. But I lived in Manhattan in this fancy apartment on the 20th floor, and I had this fantastic view, and then it was not so fantastic anymore. And then I made this video, Angels Don't Need Health Insurance, where I was before always fantasizing, and people came, when they came to visit, they said, you can actually, I cannot look down, I cannot sit outside on your balcony, it's totally crazy. And I did then this video where a female protagonist sits on the balcony and is like almost floating in the air above the skyline of Manhattan. And then very long time you just hear the sound of the city, and it's like a still image, and then she flies away. And this is something I was fantasizing, but then I actually did it. And I think that's how I started with art. Not only thinking, I want to change things, I don't know, you look at things and you find out, you see things more special or different, and then you have to somehow fix this.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I really loved it. You have a very interesting current project in Vienna's Museumsquartier, which is called Sternenpassage. So maybe we can talk about that, because you and me already talked about that on the phone, and you're really enthusiastic about that. So that's really something I wanted to fit in here tonight. So let's talk about that. Maybe you can tell us what's it about.
The Sternenpassage is also called the Micro Museum for Light Phenomena, and it was a competition to create an outdoor open space for light. Bring us some light was the question to me. And then I was thinking about all the topics I was working with was often the universe and stars. So I had this idea to create a light space, and I invite 2 to 3 times a year. I invite artists. So I created the space, and I'm curator, and I invited artists, different artists who work in a broader way with photography. It doesn't have to be straight photography. It can. And the positions I showed, they showed that my idea, because I started with the photographer Elfie Semutan, who is actually from the fashion, but she created a beautiful space with a dancer in fragments, beautiful. And then I worked with a painter, Tilman Kaiser, who works with photograms, and they look like paintings, but they are all photograms. They are all photo exposures and look like crystals. So that was the second. And then I had, at the moment, I have Paul Kranzer and Andrew Phelps, who work on the Drake equation, which is a place in America where people try to find extraterrestrial life. So, and the next exhibitions is about photo collage. It's Katrin Plavchak. And I just want to show this. Can you see the magazines?
I see them. Mm-hmm.
So I have 6 of them now, but 2 shows are waiting they're in the line to be presented. So the artists have the displays to show their work, and they have a catalog, and you can buy it in the 24 hours a day.
And these 2 shows are delayed because of the lockdown, or they are just okay? Yes. I see. Again.
So the next artist is from Austria. That was easier, but the other artist is from Japan, from Tokyo, and she doesn't want to come now. And I want to have her here, Rinko Kawauchi.
Sure.
It would be really cool if. It was great to have her. I also asked Wolfgang Tillmans to. Is it really? Everybody told me it's too hard to get, but I will try again.
I couldn't even get some copies of his work. So I think it can be hard if you don't know him personally, because I heard from friends who worked with him that he's actually a very nice guy. So it's maybe the hard part is reaching him.
He's very busy, but I like him to invite him, not only because I'm a fan of his work, and he also did works about the Venus, or he did about stars. That's another thing. But I also wanted him to put in this open space something political. But he often does it. It combines. I was interested in that. Of course, I cannot tell the artist you have to do this and you have to do that. They choose, but I think it would have been interesting.
He did some great charity work during the lockdown recently, so it's that's definitely something he's into. To switch side and become a curator with this project, is this something new for you, or is this an established part of your practice?
I actually went since 2008. I'm teaching at the University in Kunstuni Linz, and since then I also started to work as a curator with students. And I also did self-organized exhibitions, but so I had some practice. But to have a space in a museum's quarter in Vienna, that's another responsibility you have to work with, I just was there today because a new space on the top of Leopold Museum opened, and people told me how they like to enter through the passage. They really like it. It's good.
Great.
So I'm happy about that, to hear that.
Oh yeah, sure. No, it's fantastic, because there are other ways to enter the museums. Could be actually several, but this passage feels so natural, because this is they're just an old entrance. Actually, there are some new entrances, but these are the old entrances, and I also really like them. What about you as an artist? Do you have any exhibitions upcoming with your work?
I have actually something running still in Salzburger Kunstverein, the exhibition Common Ground. There is one of my fold draperies in the exhibition, and I have upcoming is there's a new festival in Vienna. It's called Off Grid, and I'm invited to show one of my series there. They show 20 positions of photographers, and it's a new photo festival. They just started, and that's in October.
Yeah. What about Linz?
In Linz, in Linz, there is the Schlossmuseum exhibition, still running until the 8th?
The 13th. It's the 13th of September. Yeah, no, I was not expecting you to make an advertisement about this exhibition, because I'm doing that. So I was asking about your upcoming exhibition.
Yeah, and the upcoming is on the 8th of September in März, Kunstverein März in Linz is the next opening. And I will show, actually, I chose today this Polaroids series.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
I don't know, I cannot see really. So
no, it's rather small, of course, yeah.
Yeah, also is some of them deal with the idea of light phenomena. Yeah.
Sure.
Here. I don't know. I cannot see what I showed to you. Strange. This? Yes.
No, yeah, I see. Now I see a Polaroid perfectly in the center. No, not
Sorry.
now. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Okay, that's great. Yeah, thank you, Sabine, for giving us that insight into your work and your studio. I'm really looking forward to the exhibition at März, which obviously I will come and visit. And I invite all our guests here on the stream tonight to do so as well. Also, come here to the Schlossmuseum, where you can see the summer exhibition until 13th of September, including work by Sabine. And I say thank you, Sabine, for being part of this live stream tonight.
Thank you for inviting me and having me.
Hey, okay, all the best, and see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.